What's up YouTube? It's me, Jess, and I'm an opera singer. Today's video is the winner of my performance analysis giveaway. The winner of this giveaway chose for me to do a reaction to Mariah Carey singing Anytime You Need a Friend live at the Tokyo Dome. Let's go. Woo! Smooth.
They never end. Just remember to keep the faith, and love will be there to light the way.
Nice.
Anytime you need a friend, I will be here. You'll never be alone again, so don't you feel.
So good.
So don't you ever be lonely. Love will make it right.
Ooh! Smooth, smooth. Did y'all hear the smoothness of that? I don't know if it was a riff or a run at the very beginning. She went from like a to a yeah. Oh my god. That was just so crystal clear, so smooth. Each note within the riff or run phrase was so well connected. That was smooth, y'all. Okay, Mariah Carey. Okay, I know it's Mariah Carey. This is like classic Mariah Carey. Another classic Mariah Carey sound is, to me at least, her ability to really settle into her chest voice, and then within that one same phrase, easily flip up into her head voice for like a note or two, and then immediately settle right back down into her chest voice. She's very, very good at that, and she does that pretty often, at least in her older version songs. I don't know, in her current songs if she does that as often, but that was one thing growing up and listening to Mariah Carey that I was always so fascinated by. To me, that was really, really iconic, and for me, what I see as a very classic Mariah Carey sound. Okay, she's saying the word even, and I was trying to like mimic it while I was listening to it, but she actually gave the word even a schwa, an right before she actually sang the word even.
So don't you feel, even if you're miles away.
So she went, even, whatever the notes are. I thought it was cool to hear because you probably wouldn't hear that so prominently in a studio final recording of a song, but in live, of course, that can happen. And what that did for me was that actually just kind of helped her kind of slide up into that higher note for the actual word of even.
When the shadows are closing in, and your spirit diminishing, just remember you're not alone, no.
Nice.
I will be there to guide you home. Anytime you need a friend, I will.
So good.
Never be alone again. So don't worry, don't fear. Even if you're far away, I'm with you wherever you are. So don't you ever be lonely. Love will make it right.
Wow.
Just believe in me. I will love you endlessly. Oh.
Okay, interesting. Okay, so let's stop here. Let's break down some of her vowel modifications in her riffs and runs. I feel like this is just going to be a theme for any performance analysis video I do on Mariah Carey, is really analyzing how she modifies her vowels so well so that she can just kind of flip all through the notes of any riff and run that she wants to do. So the very first word that I want to talk about was on the word spirit. I don't remember the next 2 or 3. I'll rewind. But okay, so the very first word, she did this beautiful riff or run on the word spirit.
In your spirit.
And it was really cool in a couple of ways. One, she started that riff or run, I don't know what it was, I'm just going to say it was a riff. She started that riff in a nice chest voice, very forward, very present, right? And then like maybe 2/3 into the riff, she decided to flip up into her head voice so effortlessly, all very well connected.
In your spirit.
All of the notes were very much in tune. So that beautiful transition from her chest voice into her head voice was very, very, very satisfying. Okay, and then on top of that, she started the word spirit with an E vowel in that beautiful, nice chest voice. And then as she was transitioning up into the riff, into a higher note, you saw and heard that she went from spi to et, right? Spirit.
In your spirit.
But she used that, the height of that note to open her mouth and change from that super closed E vowel to a more open E vowel to help her get out those notes. That is very essential when singing very high. You just utilize open vowels to help get those high notes out. It's really, really hard and sounds just, I don't know, screechy and sounds really pressed if you're singing really high on a super closed vowel like E. So to navigate through that, she did what you should do and just open up that vowel beautifully. Now, I also don't know, did you hear the breath that she took before this phrase? It was a pretty big breath and it almost even sounded like a gasp. Whatever the reasoning is, I did notice that gasp, but despite that gasp, the phrase that came after that inhalation was freaking flawless. The next phrase we'll talk about was the way she sang alone going to the word no. So on the word alone, you heard this beautiful O vowel as is in the word alone. But then she went to the word no, no, no. I think she said no 3 times.
You're not alone, no, no, no.
But the no, no, no's started super high. The first no started pretty high in comparison to the note before. The second and third no's were going down in scale wise, right? So what she did was for the word alone, she gave a beautiful O vowel. Then that very first no on the high note, instead of singing no, you heard na.
You're not alone, no, no, no.
But you as an audience member understood it as the word no. But that vowel shape and her mouth position was very much in an ah position. Very necessary to get out that high note. But then as she was going down the scale for the next couple of no's, you heard more of a crystal clear O vowel.
You're not alone, no, no, no.
Because you're able to sing a more closed vowel in comparison to an ah vowel as you're going down the scale, which then helps keep the integrity of the word as you're singing in a more comfortable or lower pitch. So again, perfect vowel modification as she's running and going through all of these notes within one phrase to just get out the most important part of, let's say, the part of the song, which is the actual high note. Ye, I don't know if the word is ye. Who cares if you can't sing a ye up on a freaking G5? Who cares? Just sing ya, you know, and we will understand why you had to sing that ya because it just sounds good. So literally perfect. Then the last one I want to talk about was the one we actually just heard right before I paused. Yes, okay, so I will love this riff, I believe. Maybe it's a run. The riff or the run that she was doing was, of all of the ones she's done so far, the most, let's say, unclear. And I think she was trying to do I love. I think she was just trying to go down the scale. I don't know, but I actually want to point this out because I want to emphasize the fact that we as singers are not machines, right? We are bound to, let's say, make mistakes. God, something will come out that doesn't sound, let's say, perfect. And even when something does sound extremely good, it's like you can't even really win because there will always be someone out there who doesn't like your perfectly good, let's say. And that's okay, because if that is the way of the world and that is kind of a guaranteed a fact that you can't please 100% of the people, then who cares? Do what you got to do and do you and focus on you, right? So I want to point this out to say Mariah Carey is Mariah freaking Carey, right? She's fantastic. At the same time, she's a human. She's not a machine who puts out a literally, let's say, gift-wrapped perfect box in every single note that she performs or sings, right? And that is okay because we're human beings. We as singers, our instrument is our literal body. And so that is a completely different, let's say, dynamic than someone who plays the cello or the piccolo or the viola or the violin, right? Yes, you are literally in charge of what is the result of the sound of the instrument. However, the instrument in itself is perfect in itself, let's say. Perfect in itself where if you string the right chord, the correct and perfect sound will come out. With practice, of course, there's the way that you can flow and swell through phrases and whatnot, but the instrument is a large part of the result of the sound coming out. Whereas a human being, the result of our sound coming out is our literal bodies. So I want to emphasize and say that it's unfair to look at every performance and, let's say, break it down in a negative way if it's not quote-unquote perfect. I want to advocate that singers are humans. We aren't machines, and not everything will come out quote-unquote perfect. Nice.
Don't you ever be lonely? Ever be lonely? Don't you ever be lonely? Lonely, lonely, lonely.
Nice.
Don't you ever be lonely? Don't you ever be lonely? Don't you ever be lonely? Lonely, lonely, lonely. And anytime you need a friend, I will be here.
Okay, dancers. Yes. Yes. Okay. Wow. I've never heard this song, so I'm very shocked by this transition into a faster part. I don't know if this happens in the studio version or on the record. This is actually a really nice way to extend a song. I don't think this is really done in pop music today, like at all. So I feel like this would be a very common thing to do for artists when, let's say, they're out on tour, or maybe even in the decades before our time now. I don't know if this is still a common thing to do, but from performances that I can, think of in my head, it was very common to extend a song. For example, I know Beyonce, one of her songs, Resentment, she extends the song in the performance I've seen where she's singing live. I believe it's on tour. The very end of the song, she is kind of ad-libbing and just, saying extra words that aren't in the original song and doing riffs and runs and just extending the song to kind of show a new level of emotion or a heightened level of emotion. Or for instance, let's say Chris Brown and Michael Jackson. They might have these extended versions of their songs, let's say when they're doing a performance or on tour, which kind of give like a breakdown for them to maybe dance or have extra dancers for this one little section within the song, which extends the song. Mariah Carey, for instance, this essentially is a very extended song. You have one version of the song that's just very slow, and then you have the same words, in a sense, repeated and just shifted their rhythmic pattern to make the song go faster. I feel like Justin Timberlake's 2020 album is so innovative because almost all of the songs, I think all of the songs, were super extended. You had the original part of the song, and then the latter end of the song was just this super like chill or cool or different vibe from the part that you heard before, which in a sense just kind of really lengthened the song. And the cool thing about this for, these performers is it's like it's showcasing the extracurricular of their talent. It's also a way that we as fans are kind of dumbfounded in the moment of how they are doing what they're doing in these extended versions. And the things that they're doing in these lengthy songs, it's like a reinforcement of why we love the artists that we love. So for Mariah Carey's example, this extended song shows that she can not only sing a beautiful, let's say, sweeping long legato line and just kind of blow us away with, the slowness of the first part of the song, but she can also keep up with a very quick rhythmic song. And not only that, this song is very vocally demanding, and she is just proving to us time and time again, measure by measure, that she can handle the extremities of this song, the length of the song.
So don't you ever be lonely, 'cause it's alright. Anytime you need me, anytime you want me, don't ever be lonely, it's alright. Anytime you need me, anytime you want me, anytime. Thank you, Tokyo. Good night. Thank you to the dancers. Thank you to the choir. Thank you to the band and the fabulous four. Good night. It's alright. Good night.
Yes, choir.
Anytime you need a friend, I will be
Wow, what a crowd. This must have been a crazy good show. Yeah. Mariah Carey is Mariah Carey is Mariah Carey. If you liked all that you saw, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, and please comment down below if you are a huge Mariah Carey fan. Also turn on that bell notification so you know every time I put up a video on YouTube, and for also when I go live. The winner of this giveaway was able to win the giveaway because they were present in my live stream. So make sure you turn on that notification. If you'd like to take a voice lesson with me, I'll have the link to my website down in the description box below. Additionally, if you'd like to keep in touch with me, I'll leave my Discord in the description box below, as well as my Patreon link. My Patreon only starts at $3 a month, and there are some very, very, very exclusive perks just for my patrons. Lastly, if you'd like to sponsor a video of your own, there'll be a link in my description box that'll take you directly to my website. From there, we'll go through the process of getting your favorite artists out on my channel quickly. I hope y'all have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye!